Hello Zimbabwe, it's your girl Tanya at Glow News Flash at the Old Crow Bar with the hottest MC in the game, Mariachi. So Mariachi, can you say hi to your fans?
What's up everybody? How you all doing? It's your boy Mariachi aka Muzukuru in the building, kicking it live and direct right here on the set.
Okay, so today we're going to have a chit chat with the MC. So Mariachi, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself? I mean, your fans want to know more about you.
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much for having me on your platform right here. I appreciate.
Okay.
Yeah, it means a whole lot to me. I really appreciate. Mariachi. Just want to say, first and foremost, thank you very much to all my fans who've been with me through this very long journey. It's been a very long journey since we're close to 2003, and we're looking at 2015. So that's about 15 years. And the guys who've stuck with me, I just want to say I appreciate you all very much. I am where I am now because of all of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can you please tell us a little bit more about the reunion of MMT? You had this guy thing going on, Yeah.
As far as the reunion is concerned, I'm not sure about that. Basically, MC Cut and Tate, those are my brothers. As far as the music is concerned, look, we take every day as a step. And we're not trying to force the music. We're waiting for the right energies so that we can bring about this music. But we talk every single day.
Okay.
We do that. We talk every single day. And who knows? You might just have a single literally tomorrow. You might have a single, in August. But it's a matter of the energies coming together, allowing us to get into the studio and work on a particular project.
So I guess we can just hold our breaths for a single by MMT, right?
Wherever I go, people ask me what MMT.
Okay. Yeah.
And to an extent, I guess that it's been a pinnacle to Zim hip hop. When people mention Zim hip hop, you can't not mention MMT.
Yeah, that's just it.
So I understand that, and I understand people's anxiety and their need and want to hear something from MMT. I'll tell you what, it could happen tomorrow, literally.
Okay.
Literally happen tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, you were once on radio as a DJ. So what happened with that career path?
That was an exciting journey of my life. Exciting time of my life. Working with Davis Mgaza was a phenomenal experience. Like he's a master at what he does. And he took me under his wing. He showed me the ropes. He taught me the ins and outs of radio, to the point where I was now a standalone DJ. Because I initially started off with him doing a 30-minute hip-hop show. It was called the School of Hip Hop. And over time, that grew from 30 minutes to 1 hour, from 1 hour to 3 hours, to a point where we were the only successful hip-hop show in the whole country, to the point where we won back-to-back awards as the best hip-hop show. And it was because of his mentorship and his guidance, that I got all this experience and why we were so, blessed and so successful. I left radio for personal reasons, and at some point I might just come back to radio. Like it's one thing that I fell in love with, and I feel like I could do this every day, any day. It's fun, especially if you're doing the right thing. In this case, it was hip-hop. So I could be doing radio tomorrow, But as far as my radio career at Power FM, it was a great experience, and I learned so much. I think I contributed a whole lot to the industry that I'm giving credit.
Well, of course you did. You
a bit.
Like you are one of the biggest MCs in Zimbabwe,
Thank
so
you.
yeah, of course you are.
But I've been in the background, working with a lot of different artists, via so many different platforms. It could be over the telephone. It could be, WhatsApp is a big thing today. Yeah. Even in my inboxes, my DMs and so forth, people hit me up, and I communicate to them. I try to give them as much knowledge as possible that I never got before, because in a way we are like pioneers to our industry as far as hip-hop is concerned.
Because hip-hop as a genre in Zimbabwe is still upcoming, right?
And that's the sad thing, though, that we keep saying upcoming because there've been so many greats before us. You know, there was Kingpin. You know, turn to the right. That's arguably the greatest MC. You know, to ever come out of Zimbabwe. You know, God rest his soul. He passed on too early. You have the likes of more VIP. You know, those are legends in themselves. The reason why I started rapping is because I heard those guys rapping. You know, I heard so many great MCs like Mau Mau. You know, like, and when you think about the time that they started rapping, it's not yesterday. It's a long time ago. So hip hop is not a baby. The unfortunate thing is that hip hop is not grown in the way that we would have expected it to. Because hip hop is over probably 25 years. When you look at metaphysics, it's been around for a very long time, you know. And had hip hop grown and developed in the way it was supposed to be right now, would not call it a baby at all. Would not call it a baby. So unfortunately, the industry has not grown as quick, as rapid as we would have hoped it to have grown. Not as quick as the South African industry, you know, not as quick as the Nigerian or the Kenyan industry, you know, for obvious reasons, you know. But it's not a baby, you know, in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have done this, but.
Okay, so are you signed to any label?
Question, you know, long story short, I am not signed to nobody.
You're an independent artist.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Although I've got a team that I've partnered with now, in terms of distribution, in terms of publishing, in terms of marketing. Like, these are different teams outside the country that I've now linked up with, you know, to push the vision. Like, they understand where I'm going to, and they've also shown me how they can expand the brand itself. You know, so I partner with, you know, certain characters now.
I like the independence. It just says something about the man, like I was saying.
Well, RG told us about independence.
Yeah, you know. So we've seen you working with Fun F. What happened to Team Rehab?
Team Rehab is essentially my brother, Xander.
Oh.
And I was introduced to Xander from one of my closest friends, you know, old-time friends. Shout out to Wizzle. What it do? Yeah. He introduced me to Xander, and basically I started working with Xander from a bedroom studio. Now, a bedroom studio is just a PC with a software and a headphone, a Microsoft headphone with it's a headphone with like a mouthpiece. So those were the earliest records that we did, and it was Rehab back in the day. So in a way, I sort of helped establish Rehab as a label, but I was not affiliated. I was not signed to Rehab. I was affiliated to it because I worked with Xander. And then when Xander then decided to grow his business outside of just a bedroom to, you know, a professional studio, but I was not actually signed to Rehab, you know. So that also meant that at any point, you know, in time, I could actually just go work with someone else. And for those that know my history, you know, I've worked with Simba Tags, I've worked with FDR, I've worked with the Gobbler, I've worked with a lot of people, but I worked with Rehab. And, you know, to this day, we still talk. Actually, in a couple of days' time, I've got a session booked with Xander, you know, which is still Rehab. And we're going to be working on future material to come out.
Okay.
You know, so nothing happened to it. It's still there.
Okay, I
Still
like.
there.
So, what do you want to let your fans know about you?
I've been away for a while. You know, I took a sabbatical from anything entertainment-wise. But that didn't mean that I lost heart. I lost love for the music. I lost love for the arts. I was just focused on something else altogether. I'm encouraging everybody to, whoever loved my music, you know, to just stick by it, because I'm back now. Like, I'm working on a brand new album. Actually, I'm working on a lot of material, you know, this year here, and that we'll have a lot more material coming up. Basically, that's what they can expect.
And the one which was dropped last night?
Ganake. Ganake is produced by Fun F. It's a great ass record. My bad. It's a great record. It's a great record. Ganake, from the title itself, you can tell. 'Cause, you know, we're talking about the fair sex, the women in our lives. You know, from all different age groups. It's a collaboration between me and Fun F. It's the first single off my new album, titled Mariachi na Muzukuru. Yeah, that's the name of the album, Mariachi na Muzukuru. So that's the first single from that, you know, and we just launched it last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had the Glow fans. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was wonderful spending some time with you and you with your fans. So with that, goodbye. See you next time on the next episode.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you.